Fantasy Premier League managers are facing the biggest strategic shake-up in years. New defensive scoring rules that could turn the traditional wisdom completely upside down. Let me tell you why this season is unlike anything we've seen before.
You know what's fascinating about these changes? The way they're forcing managers to completely rethink their approach to team structure.
Well, let's dive into what's really interesting here. Sanchez at Chelsea has become this focal point at 5 million, especially with Chelsea's defensive fixtures looking good. The data shows he could be a season-defining pick and one you might want to hold for the long run.
But what about these 4.5 minutes of keeper rotation possibilities? I've been crunching the numbers on
Kelleher.
at Brentford paired with Verbruggen at Brighton.
Oh man, that's exactly what I wanted to discuss. The statistics show that keeper rotation could save you nearly 1 million while potentially matching premium keeper points. And speaking of value, these new defensive scoring rules are completely reshaping the defender market.
Like what we're seeing with Virgil van Dijk at 6 million. His aerial threat statistics are pretty remarkable, so he could be a really star at that price. It might seem like it's expensive, but given the points potential, it could even be a bargain.
Right, and here's what's really wild. Van Dijk won over 300 aerial duels last season, which under the new scoring system could translate to an additional 30 to 40 points over the season. Then you've got Gabby at Arsenal showing similar potential.
So what's your take on this emerging big defence strategy? The numbers seem to support investing heavily in defence this year.
Well, the data is pretty compelling. By downgrading a midfielder to invest an extra 3 million in defence, managers are potentially gaining an additional 100 points over the season. But here's where it gets really interesting. The midfield dynamics are shifting too.
The Salah-Palmer premium combination seems to be becoming the gold standard for captaincy options, with their expected goal involvement numbers looking incredibly strong.
You know what's fascinating about that duo? Their fixture difficulty ratings actually complement each other perfectly through the first 12 game weeks. And then you've got Bruno Fernandes at 9 millions, showing some incredible underlying stats. His expected assists are up 23% from last season.
The value picks in midfield are where things get really interesting though, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. Take Sarr at Crystal Palace for 6.5 million. His expected goals and assists data is actually matching players in the 8 million bracket. And when you look at Palace's fixtures, they're rated among the top 5 most favourable for the first 8 game weeks.
Well, that's fascinating about the fixture analysis. Have you seen how these new double chips are affecting early season strategy?
This is where the game theory gets really interesting. The data shows that managers who used their bench boost in game week 1 last season averaged over 20 points higher overall ranking by the third of the season. But here's the twist. With the new double chips, we might see even more dramatic effects.
The whole landscape of FPL seems to be shifting this season in ways we couldn't have predicted.
And that's what makes this season so crucial to understand. The historical data suggests that managers who adapt quickly to scoring rule changes typically finish very high in the ranking. We're looking at potentially one of the biggest strategic shift maybe in the last 5 years of the game.
These early season decisions could really make or break the entire campaign.
Exactly. And here's my final thought on this. Whether you're going with big in defence or loading up on premium midfielders, the key stats show that patience in the first 6 game weeks historically leads to better overall performance. It's going to be fascinating to watch these strategies play out.